What's up? How you doing? Mike Watson. Don't mind me. Just sitting up a wee bit. Yeah. Just gonna sit up a wee bit here. Oh my goodness gracious. I just figured I'd come on so I can set up some stuff and kind of get some stuff going. Excuse me. Let's see. Get that fired up here. Hey, Stephanie. So, don't mind me. I'm just getting the house all set up. Figured I'd come on. I normally come on at 8:45. Was able to get here in time and just get the show popping. But I just come on, try to get a few people on before I get started. Gonna be talking about, what's up, Kenneth? We're talking about all kinds of cool stuff. I'm gonna talk about. Don't bother me about updates, computer. Just did updates. We're talking about Boise. We're talking about what I got going on this weekend. Gonna be making announcements. Announcement. Told you we've had this thing that we've been working on, and gonna announce it today. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah. What's up? Who we got there? What up, Kenneth? Oh, okay, there's my screen. So my screen is not gonna adjust up. That sucks. Let me see here. The laptop was super dead. Just bear with me for a little bit here to try to get everything in a little organized fashion. What did I say? Announcements. Boise got a couple of events coming up tonight. Yeah, we had a bunch of social media that you need to follow too. Why is this going slow? I don't know what's happening with Safari. Okay. Safari's acting up a little bit. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're all good. Wow. I wish I did not see that. You know how you turn on Facebook and then you just come across a post in your timeline, you're like, I did not seem to see that today. Well, that's what just happened. I just saw a post I did not need to see. Excuse, please, the slow progress. What up, Ren? What up, Frank? What up, Muff? What up, Muffucker? I love that slang that you're typing. That's dope. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I have. Stephanie has joined in. Hello, Stephanie. Okay, I think. Oh, there we are. Want to try something new? Bring the laptop on. We're gonna get true surround. Oh wait, tweet that. Tweet that. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna get ready to get started here. Just a few moments, please, please, please. Bear with me. Just trying to spread the word. What's up, Norma? Trying to get more people to join in on this and watch with us. Let's see here. Oh, I'm also trying to bide my time to let my slow laptop catch up with me. What was that? I don't want that open. All right. What is happening? My desktop is doing everything but what I want it to do. That is definitely not what I said to do. Like, why do you keep typing up there? I'm almost there, people. I'm almost there. That definitely is not it. That's not it. There we go. I'm almost there. Apologies, my laptop moves like a turtle. All right, so my name is Mike Watson. I'm with Freestyle Komics, Short Fuse Media, Super Mad Brother, Hypeline MC, generally enthusiastic type of guy. And okay. Let's see here. And I am here to talk to you about comics. My show, Dear Creative, is about the life of making comic books, how to make comic books, telling you stories about me making comic books so you can learn from mistakes and learn from my successes. See all, please. See all. And, and then I talk about, the week in the life of making comic books. So this week, I'm trying to get something set up. I'm trying to get all my stuff set up. So I have right now I got my personal page, live streaming. I have the Freestyle Komics page, live streaming. And then I am going to, you know what? We are going to have a good time. Don't you hate it when you open up the wrong app? I know I do. Let's give that a second while I try to do his thing there. So I'm going to live stream from a couple different videos, try to increase the reach and get some things popping. I don't know. But this is Dear Creative episode. Who knows? I lost count. I need to go back and count them out. I think I'm on like episode 30 or something. But so we're going to talk about Wizard World Boise this weekend because that was cool. We're going to talk about 2 events we have popping off this weekend. coming up, not at Comic-Con at Pack Rat, and Toy Comic-Con down in Dayton. And then I'll be making an announcement to close out the show. And I'll be discussing some of the weekend's numbers this weekend. Let me pull it up so I'm ready. Jeez. Log in. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything you want to add in, please just type it. And when I see it, I'll make a comment. What up, Veronica? What up, Keyman? Oh, she's rolling now. She is rolling now. Or rather, I thought she was. I'm sorry, my laptop is slow. My laptop is freaking super slow. But, it's gotten me through the tough time. So, hey, V. So I went to Wizard World Boise. I got to be a guest out at Wizard World, which was pretty awesome. And I've been to a lot of Wizard World shows. I normally go to a lot of Wizard World shows. I've done 4 Wizard World shows. So we did Philly, we did Des Moines, Columbus, and Boise. And oh yeah, there you go. And oh wow, okay. I know some of you are probably like, why didn't you have all this set up before you even went online? I don't know. I just know. I had no reasoning for it. So I've been getting to go out to Wizard World doing programming, which has been a new facet to my convention resume. So I normally get like 1 or 2 panels at Wizard World that I'll be a part of or do. But now I'm getting 3 to 4 panels and 2 to 3 creative stage appearances. And of course, the one thing I always do at Wizard World is my hype line, which is awesome. People seem to really, really enjoy that. Wizard World is very popular. That's why I like going to the shows. They give you a big platform. They give you the ability to get out to a lot of pop culture and a lot of all types of fans. So it's definitely a good opportunity. Okay. Oh yeah, you're definitely moving slow. So I got to be a guest on a couple panels this weekend, and that was awesome. And the hype line was jumping. So get to Boise. First off, Boise, man, hell of a city. Boise is super, super cool. Hey, it's coming. Yeah, there we go. There. Creative, that's what we were waiting for. Go live. And now we're live on the Short Fuse page. Awesome. All right, Short Fuse. If you're just now turning to the Short Fuse page, this is Mike Watson with Freestyle Komics and Short Fuse Media. I am kicking one of my episodes of Dear Creatives off on there. So right now I am on the Freestyle Komics Facebook page, Short Fuse Media's Facebook page, and my personal Facebook page. What's up, James? So just trying to increase my reach and audience for the comic brands of Short Fuse, Freestyle Komics, and myself. So Boise. I got to go out there, bring my comics and stuff. So first off, wow, I've not been in the plane and or the airport so much. The trip to Boise was long, and that's because it's on the other side of the country. I had 3 layovers, and I got to Boise just in time to go right straight to the show. Get booked into my hotel room, and then go to the convention center. The really, really cool thing about that is that everything was like within 4 blocks. Like the hotel and then the convention center was 2 blocks away. So I did not have far to walk to get in there. we got in there and started setting up immediately. For this show, I experimented a little bit with my books and what I took in prints, because I only took a couple cases. If you guys saw my other episode of Dear Creative, I actually packed my prints and my comic books live. What's up, Richard? Live on Facebook Live. So that was pretty cool. It took me about an hour to do it, and I got things pretty happy. I was pretty happy with the way I had things. And you know, this is only my second flight to a convention, so I'm still trying to figure out, you know, what's the right amount of things to take. And I didn't, but I know I've discussed with Mr. Sean Mack. Once I get my hotel information, I get that early enough, we're going to try to actually ship all the books out that I want to take, or anybody else for convention support. We're going to try to ship the books out to the hotel or possibly the convention center, so I don't have to worry about lugging the books. And then one of part of the Khan family got there and told me they knew this was only my second flight to Wizard World, and was like, hey, your backdrop, your legs, you can use that as carry-on. And I did not know that, so that does help. So I think I was hurt a little bit by not having my backdrop with my prints, or at least not having backdrop or the stands with Hot Shot and Visions and stuff, which I have not got yet, which I just completed artwork for those. So I am going to be putting my order in for those soon, so I won't even, you know, so those are smaller things that I can carry on the airplane and use as carry-on, which will be nice, right? So, this is funny. This is like completely a different direction from this one. That's funny. I don't know why it's doing that. It's like a mirror. I don't know. Don't mind me. So I took Spider-Man, my Into the Spidey picture. I took about 5 of those because it really sold well at Columbus Wizard World. My other prints, I took my popular prints. I took 2 of each one, and then I brought randomly some solo pictures or whatever. What's really cool, Ren McKenzie was watching me pack my stuff, and I was trying to, and like I was showing everybody the prints as I was pulling them out. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take 2 of these. I'm gonna take 1 of these. And Ren was like, take that black bolt. And I was like, you sure, Ren? You think I should take the black bolt? He's like, somebody gonna buy it. So I take the black bolt. And dang it, on my second sale, the dude was flipping through. He saw 2 of them because I had them laid out. If you look at my pictures, and I'll post the pictures, everything. I laid out my prints on the table, the ones that I could have fit on there, and he went looking through stuff, and the third print he picked was the Black Bolt print. And I just started laughing so hard because Ren McKenzie was right. So I am probably going to start the ritual of packing on Facebook Live, and if Ren chimes in, you know, whatever print he says to take, I'm going to just throw that right in there. The man knows his thing. Well, Ren is the print master. Ren does really amazing prints, and that's his cup of tea. He does fantastic original artwork and turns them into prints and whatnot. So he's definitely got an eye for it, and he's got the experience for it. So, but I feel like I took the right amount of prints. I was right in my niche. I don't think I took too many. My prints do sell, but I don't sell a bunch of one type of print. My print sellage is normally all over. Like, I'll sell 2 turtles. I am always right. I sold 2 turtles, and you know, I sold Princess Jasmine. I sold a couple of Disney princesses, but my range of what I sell is all over. So I feel like I took the right amount of prints. I'm not worried about that. Now, comics, I went with the experimentation of just taking number 1s mostly. I took 25 copies of each number 1 issue, but just of Heroes, Vigilance, and Hot Shot. I had 10 copies of Emerald Quest. And then I took 5 copies of 2s for Vigilance and Hot Shot and Heroes. 5 copies of 3s for Vigilance, Hot Shot, and Heroes. And then I took some variant covers with me, which did not make my bag too heavy. So we get out there, I set everything up, and the books moved pretty decently on Friday. It was if you've done a comic book convention or Wizard World show, it was a basic Friday. It wasn't a bad Friday. It wasn't a super amazing Friday, but it was a Friday that I could end the night and say, all right, I'm happy with that, not disappointed. That's a good way to start off the show. And so I had 2 panels on Friday. I don't even freaking remember the order that my panels went in. What was cool was that the creative stage wasn't at Wizard World, at Boise. because of the way the layout was. So we had to do it on the entertainment stage. And that was actually really, really cool doing it on the entertainment stage. The setup, the layout for this show, it had feels of a, I guess I want to say a smaller comic book convention, like a more less pop culture con, but it was a wizard show. So the way like the convention center was like shaped in a circle, a half a circle, and then it had all like the stores, the food courts, and the shopping district built around it. It was actually a really, really nice layout. I liked how their convention center was designed, and it allowed for Wizard to stack everything up. So everything was on different floors, but it was in a small area. And there was all these rooms, and all the rooms had like, all the doors were completely open. So like it was like half a wall and then a big opening, half a wall, a big opening. So you could just easily traverse into each room. And I liked how all the tables were set up. We had a corner booth area, so we were right by an exit door that was right by the bathroom. So we had tons of traffic. There were people there for sure. Did not have any problems with there not being any traffic. Friday, like I said, it went pretty decent. And Saturday came up to do the hype line, and I got to do the hype line on the entertainment stage. So it morphed from the hype line to the hype room, and that was pretty cool because if you've seen a Wizard World show, you know the entertainment stage is pretty nice. It's a pretty big stage, and you know I got the big TV screens behind me and whatnot. And I got their microphones, so I didn't even have to use my little boom mic. So that was pretty cool. And then like there's all these little tables set up with flyers and business cards and stuff. So there's places for people to come up and sit, you know, kneel on and, you know, really focus on you. So I got a real, you know, lay of the land. So there was no line outside. So they just kept people coming in, and they would sit in this main room until they were released to Wizard World to go into the show. So I got to do my hype on there, did some freestyle on stage. So I felt like, you know, like a real MC up there rapping, like blah, 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 doing my thing. But you know, don't judge me. I'm not Jay-Z. I'm just a little Mike Watson who casually freestyles. So obviously, you know, I threw out there, and so the way the freestyle thing works is that I, you know, ask people for 3 names in any fandom: anime, comics, video games, movies, TV, whatever. Just give me your 3 favorite villains or heroes, champions, whatever, and I will freestyle one of those. But I will also freestyle whatever character is on my T-shirt, and throw that in there too. So I use that opportunity to do that and entertain them, try to get some laughs, and try to get some people like, oh shoot, he's actually rapping, he's actually doing pretty good, or get people laughing because I may suck, because every one of them is not a winner. I've burned a couple times at it, and I think that is that's one of the bonuses of it, because I'm not afraid to fail up there. I'm not afraid to stumble over my words. I'm not afraid to have like bars not rhyme or not be able to string them together enough. And then so it's always a good time either way we do it or whatever. And then it was cool because Kato was there. Kato was there, and he jumped in with it. So it was almost like a nice little transition. Like I started off the crowd, you know, I had some giveaways that I was doing, giving my tickets for the free items, got them hyped, and then Kato came in like at the right moment. And so it was a nice passing of the torch. And then Kato does his thing because he normally works the room when everybody's there. That's what they bring Kato in. So I thought that was a really cool transition. I like how we passed it off. So then get to the table, and you know, it's just business as usual on Saturday. You know, we're starting to get people come up with my tickets to get the free items. So my tickets, as I've shown you, do I have any? No. Wait. Well, basically, I give away free tickets. I print tickets for each show, and it's for a free item. But you got to come to my booth to get that free item. In order to get that free item, I got to tell you about my comic books. So I call it the 2-minute spiel. I'll give you the whole overlay of the whole table. And, you know, if you get something you do, that's great. If not, it's okay, because I appreciate you swinging through and coming to see us. Your visuals are super pixelated, just FYI. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. And I think that's because it's on my laptop. So I will check how it looks. This is just an experiment. I'll check how it looks after I get done with the video, but thank you for giving me the heads up. So, you know, they come, they give me the ticket, give them the spiel. I invite them to look at everything. You know, I put some comics in their hands, tell them about the prints and everything. If they get something, great. If not, it's okay, because I appreciate you coming over here and spending this time with me. Because really, what's up, Luke? What's up, Amani? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Erica? Because really, I'm talking to those people that are coming up with the tickets, right? But I'm also talking past those people as well. I'm talking to other people that are walking by or seeing a crowd that's at my table, and they're like, well, what's going on over there? So I'm also conversing to those people so they can hear and come over and see and ask questions and stuff. You're a perfect genius. You're a perfect genius, friend. So now Saturday was hard though. I don't know why. Because we had the traffic and I was doing the pitch, and my Anale was there with me. So she was dressed up as Vigilance for the Saturday, helping me move sales and bring people over. And in talking with her while we were there, she said my pitch was the same that it was on Friday, that it was on Saturday, and that, you know, later on that it was on Sunday. So my only guess into that is that this is the first time Wizard World has been at Boise. Oh, it just fixed right when I looked over. Well, cool beans. My only estimate or guess is to why Saturday was slow is that a lot of those people had 2-day tickets. So they weren't ready to pull the trigger, and Wizard World this is the first show that Wizard World did at Boise. So you probably got a lot of cautious people that were just walking around getting a lay of the land. There was a lot of stuff to look at, like a lot. There was a lot of stuff to look at. And so they just didn't really want to spend any money on Saturday. Ticket prices were super low for the show, and a bunch of us had discount codes that were given out as well. So the only assessment that I can get from that is that people didn't want to pull the trigger on Saturday, and they were keeping their ducats for Sunday purchases. So I gave out 56. No, I gave out probably like 125 tickets, free ticket vouchers. On Saturday, we got back 56. I converted, with the help of Vigilance Monterey, 23 of them. So that put me at about 22% conversion rate. And when I say conversion rate, that means that people are actually bringing back their tickets, and I'm actually converting a free item to an actual dollar amount sale. So I was able to do 23 out of 56 of them to actual dollar amount sales. So it was giving me about like a 24% conversion rate on that. And I was not happy with that. I was not. I normally, on average, keep it above 40% for the conversion rate. So I wasn't a big fan of those numbers. And when I got back to the room, I was sitting down trying to think like, all right, so, and at that time before I had the conversation and we looked at Sunday, I was really trying to sit down and think like, all right, what can I do better? How can I pitch it better? But I just really think nobody was really trying to pull the trigger on making any purchases. Now, that's just from my perspective, sitting at my table and moving around. So, but basically, I reassessed and said I'm just going to go at it extra hard. I'm going to go extra hard on Sunday. And panels, what panels did I have on Sunday? Now, Sunday, I did my coloring markers and how to draw comics. Oh, I had an awesome panel with Dan Sheen. I'm so sorry, Dan. Destroying his last name right now. But he's the artist for Ghostbusters at IDW. And man, it was awesome having him on the panel with me. What's up, Courtney? It was awesome having him on panel with me. So we were on the, he came over to my How to Draw Comics panel. And on that panel, which is posted on my page, I've shared it. I do a Facebook Live and upload the entire thing so you guys can check it out. On that panel, I talk about how to make comic books from the beginning all the way through the end. So from the script and, the pencils, the writing session to the script, to the thumbnails, the layouts, the pencils, the inks, the colors, the letters, the post-production. We did all that. And it was really cool because he's the penciler. So he got to speak on actually receiving the script. how that works on his end, you know, how they communicate with it, how he does his thumbnails and layouts, and how important it was. And he got to chime in on all that stuff, and it just really added a whole another element to the panel, which I really, really enjoyed. Added a lot of flavor to it. And then I had my creative stage, which was the entertainment stage, where I do an actual comic page. I lay it out, I sketch it out live, but the twist is that I get audience members to direct each panel. So I did this one as a 4-panel page. It was, and then I get the audience votes to, you know, get them participating, get them involved in it. So it's not just watching a guy sit up there and draw. You know, we voted on what character we wanted. They wanted Deadpool. Voted on where he was at. He was at the pool. And he was chilling at the pool. And then the element of the twist, the random anomaly that would be different, that would throw people off, is that the Ninja Turtles would appear and give them a pizza. So it's how do we work that out? So I picked 3 people to direct each one of the panels. And as I get to each panel, we talk about the camera angles. We talk about like eye direction, giving you focus, moving from left to right, guiding the eye subtly through the whole page. You did an improv comics page? Yes, Luke, I did. Okay, so all right, FS Comics page with that. This one improv. So I brought up this little girl. She was awesome. She helped me direct the first page. She helped me pick the camera angles, and you know, we called her Mrs. Director as we did that. And so it was an establishing panel, bird's eye view. We can see the pool, we can see the fence, and you know, people were sitting by the side of the pool and stuff. Next panel was a head-on shot, profile, side shot up, Deadpool chilling with his mask up. We could still see the fence. We talked about foreground, middle ground, background, depth, and perspective, and things like that. And then as we were doing this, I do this call in a friend card where I'll take over direction for one panel with the director's permission, of course. And I added in a splash panel where the turtles jump out of the water and they're in silhouettes and we don't know what they are, and Deadpool's shocked. And then the last panel was the reveal panel of the turtles holding, you know, the pizza box, and it was a taco pizza to be exact, and asking for his help. And so everybody really enjoyed that because there was so much participation, and I enjoy doing that too because it's fun including everybody in it, you know, making jokes and making people laugh, and you know, passing the baton to each person. It was a real team effort. So it was a real good panel. It was a real good panel, or entertainment panel, whatever. So Sunday comes around, and so get up there nice and early on Sunday. Each day I reorganized the table, made it a little bit different, you know, trying to figure out again, how do I set up this table when I don't have all my assets with me, and you know, I'm flying. So trying to find some things that work. And so I changed the table setup each day. Got out there, and so Sunday there was actually a line on Sunday, and so I got my boom mic out, and I immediately got my free tickets, and I went out there and I attacked the line. Started doing the hype, getting people excited for it, handing out tickets and stuff. And actually, I think Saturday my freestyle sucked. I think it sucked. But Sunday, it was good. The boy was spitting fire on Sunday, all right? No, let's not get carried away. Not fire. We're going to say the boy was spitting lighter matches. Yeah, I was spitting lighter matches on Sunday. Got back to the table and immediately, you know, getting the tickets, catching people as they walk past or whatnot. And by the end of the day on Sunday, converted. My conversion rate went up to 43% for turning the free ticket item into actual ticketed sales. Now, looking at some of the numbers at the comic books and stuff, I had 2 people that really enjoyed getting Hot Shot 1, 2, and 3, but wished we had the other issues here to buy more issues or whatnot. So, but you know, my thing is I had 1, 2, and 3, and then you can order the rest online. Again, I just trying to make space. in there, and we're going to eliminate that moving forward. I'm not even going to worry about trying to make space. Get the hotel information, get the convention center information early enough to have that stuff shipped out to me. So we don't have to worry about trying to fit comics in there, because the comics did take up a lot of space and they're awkward to pack. I tried to pack them like Brian from Page by Page, because Brian gave me extra bubble wrap. I tried to wrap them up in that bubble wrap and get them in there, and I made it work. Yes, Ray McKenzie. Smoldering fire. Smoldering fire. That's good. That's real good. Hey, Elisa. So that's funny. You turned it to this live. I think that's perfectly funny. So, but we moved good numbers on the books. No real issues there. I wish I could have had a stronger Saturday, but Friday and Sunday closed the gap for me really well. We sold prints. The prints were doing good. People liked my deal on the prints as well. And what's always awesome is seeing people react well to your artwork, to react to you. There was a lot of people. What's up, Casey? There were a lot of people who enjoyed some of the panels that I was on. I got to do the Marvel versus DC panel, and that was hilariously awesome. I was with Victor Dandridge on the side of DC, and trying to defend DC and say how superior DC is to Marvel. Was a tall order, but we were up for it. We had brought audience members up to help, each one of us battle on our sides, and we got to talk our piece, and it was a good panel. I had a lot of people come up to me from that panel saying, like, you guys were hilarious. All four of you were so funny. And that's always good when the fans or the audience enjoys the panels that you're putting on. Don't mind me, I'm just looking up a little information. So number wise, did pretty all right on there. No real complaints. Wizard World Boise, I count that as a success. I definitely want to go back next year and have all the comics. Excuse me. Obviously take more comics, have more comics for me. One of my things was I was trying to be a comic book drug dealer, get you addicted to the first couple books and have you come back for more. I had an awesome panel with Miss Davis, and we were talking about how to break into the entertainment industry, and and that was a really, really good panel. I was happy to be a part of that. Hold up, I'm curious on how you think DC is superior to Marvel. I don't actually believe DC is superior to Marvel because I like all comic books. I like Image, I like Marvel, I like DC, I like them all. But that was the panel. So, there were certain questions asked during the panel, and then, we'd have to speak our case from the DC perspective, and they had to speak their case from the Marvel perspective. If you actually go on my Facebook page, my personal page, I have that panel recorded. The whole panel's recorded, so you can watch it and see our arguments. Luke, they aren't. No problem, Luke. Artwork is what catches your buyer's attention, especially in the issue of the comic books. I agree, Keeman, but something that I've learned since I've been a part of the Short Fuse family is that people, especially at a comic book convention, they're going to buy comic books from you as a person first. I will, Mr. McKenzie. They're going to buy comic books from you as a person first before they actually buy a comic book from you for your artwork. People, and this isn't everybody, people are less likely to risk a new comic book on somebody that they don't know and a comic book they never heard of versus having a conversation with somebody and then saying, oh shoot, let me check out your book. Let me buy your book. Where can I get your book? Because and also maybe I disagree with you a little bit there, Keeman, because I'm in Artist Alley, right? I'm in Artist Alley with all these super talented individuals, and all of them can draw. We all can draw. That's why we're there at Wizard World. We've been selling our artwork for a long time. We've been going to the Artist Alley. We've been going to other shows besides Wizard World and stuff like that. And I've one of the things that I've noticed and seen is that people will go to, well, we're frozen up over here. Hope that kicks back in. Let me see. Is that a lot of times, no matter how awesome your artwork is, most times you're still going to get people coming over because the artwork looks cool. But most times, if you got your head down and you're not paying attention, you're not talking to people, people aren't going to come over to your table because there are tons of people who have great looking artwork. So you got to stand out from the crowd. You've got to talk to these people. You got to bring them over to your table. It's not just cool looking artwork. Let me see if I can get this started again. The live on the short fuse page froze up for a second. And we are back. Dear creative. Let's see if we get that on. So I'd say some of that I agree with you on, some of it I don't. But you know, it is a point because and it's not to say that is the ultimate law, because there was one guy next to me who had really awesome prints, and his prints were drawing people over, versus me. I had comic books out and had my prints laid out on a table, so you actually had to come over to my stuff to look at it. So I had to initiate more conversations and bringing people over. Versus them automatically seeing my work, because people are walking more into the center of the aisleway, right? So they're not walking right next to somebody's table because they don't want to get pulled over into something that they really don't like. So they want to be at a safe distance where they can see it. Well, I didn't have that because my wall wasn't up or anything like that. So, you know, different tactics, different things for everybody. What's up, Bobby? That's my bestseller because I am no... I can't stand Ren McKenzie. So, but overall, the show was great. Hold up. CL Bedell was at a show last week. Only one vendor looked up and spoke to people. Was almost insulting to someone. As someone who paid to attend, was almost silent in the building all day. Really? What show was that, CL? Yeah, you always gonna hear me at a comic convention. Mike Watson's trying to talk. We didn't get this table to not be silent, but it also did help that I had Amelie there dressed up as Vigilance. So when she's at the table with me, she knows a lot about our products. She knows a lot about the books. She reads them. She's a fan of them. But she's always been an outgoing person, so she will also help bring people over. She'll talk to people, and we even got into a little. What's funny is we got into a little competition with the books that I own. So I was competing with my own book. But Emerald Quest was selling really well, and Vigilance was selling really well. And we got close to on Sunday where like Vigilance had 4 copies left and Emerald Quest had 2. So it was like, well, which one's going to sell out first? So I'm going to, you know, not only cheated, obviously, because whenever I went to my panel, I'd come back and, you know, a couple books of Vigilance was gone and sold apparently. And Vigilance won that day. But like fun little things like that, because different members of FSK have the books that they enjoy, and that was just cool because she was pushing Vigilance, I was pushing Emerald Quest. But when I do my pitch, I talk about all the books overall or whatnot. But you know, different things through different day at different times of the day to move things, to switch it up, to keep it from being monotonous and boring. You know, you just change it up every once in a while or whatnot. But it worked for us. So Northeastern Comic Con and Boxborough, Massachusetts. Disaster of a show. James Perry, having the artists talk to you and actually sell their passion for what they do makes all the difference. James Perry, yes, it does. It makes a significant difference. One of the things that I'm always going to be an advocate for is that if you're not willing to talk about your book to get somebody to buy it, why would anybody else? Why would it be worth it for anybody else to pick up your book if you're not the main person championing it out and talking about it when you're at these shows? I've always said this, and I always will say this. If someone's buying a ticket, and I think CL Bedell will agree with me on this, you can tell me if you don't, but when people buy a ticket to a comic book convention, they have signed a blank contract that says that you are allowing people to pitch to you. Now, that doesn't mean you have to buy. That doesn't mean you have to buy anything. You're your own people. You're your own person. It's your money. You control and dictate how your money is spent. But I have the right to talk to you at a comic convention about selling you my material because you know what a comic conventions entail. It entails people selling things. It entails people not throwing things at you. I don't know why the hell I said that. But it entails people pitching their books, their products, their bags, their toys, whatever you're going to be pitched at. And you should be fine with that because you paid to be into a comic book convention where those type of things and vendors happen. So I always take those opportunities like I have a right to talk to you. Now, you also have a right to ignore me, to blow me off, say leave me the heck alone, keep going about your business and not buy anything. But you should talk to people. There is no reason why you should be, in my personal opinion, there's no reason to be at a comic book convention if you're not going to speak to people. That is what the comic book convention is for. It is to build up. I am throwing. It's your moment to engage with people. It's your moment to talk to the customer. It's your moment to increase your audience, to increase your reach. It's your moment to get people to like you. This is your chance and opportunity to go to a new market and get people to like you, to get people to remember who you are and say, man, that was a cool person. I want to be a part of that person. I want their product. I want their book. Whatever it is they're selling, I want. That's your chance and opportunity to do that and shine. That is a platform. That is an absolute platform, and you need to take advantage of it. You can draw at home. You can draw in your hotel room. And again, these rules do not apply to every situation because there are artists who get a ton of commissions and their sole purpose in going to cons is for commissions. But I think you should always be available to speak to people. And if you have a list of freaking commissions that long, people will be okay if you get it to when you get to them. Because I'm guessing you're a superstar level artist and they'll be happy with it. It's about the interaction. Yes, but what if you're inherently unlikable? Asking for oh my goodness, Luke, if you're if you're unlikable, get likable. I know a few a-holes who are hilarious, and just because they're funny, people excuse them being a-holes. So maybe you want to do that. I don't know. I could be confused. Amani, what do you do at your table that moves people to the second sale after they leave the con weeks and months later? I don't know exactly what I do. Because we do have people that, like, after they get their books, they will buy the books online, or they'll contact me over what event am I going to be at next so they can get up books or order them from our store or whatnot. I know whenever I make a sale, I always tell people I want I want your honest opinion. Let me know if you hate or like the book. I don't care which way. I just want to know why. And you don't have to worry about hurting my feelings because my structural drawing teacher told me my artwork looked like a crapola sandwich. So you're not going to hurt my feelings at all. What I want to do is put forth the best product I possibly can, and I can't do that without honest feedback. Normally speaking, a lot of the sales I make at the show are conversation pieces. So, excuse me, I just ate. My wife cooked an amazing dinner. So, great content. Thank you, Kevin. So, for example, let me break down a couple different types of sales I've done at the shows. Each one of my sales have been, I want to say in a polite way, long-winded, because it's a conversation piece. It's me talking with them, answering questions, telling them about the books. So I like to, all right, I did a hard sale at Boise. I only did one of them. And I stopped a couple. They were walking around. I stopped them and I brought them over. And I said, hey, if I can just borrow you for a few minutes, I want to tell you about my comics because I think there's a chance you might like them. Gave them the whole 2-minute pitch, talked to them about the books. And it's always helpful that you have a cosplayer with you because my Aunt, whenever I get to the Vigilance book, she gets the Vigilance pose. And for some reason, the cape blows in the wind. I have no idea or why or how she does that, but it happens. So it creates this epicness. But they ended up buying 2 books. And that was just from stopping them to say, hey, could you come back for a second? Can I talk to you? Now, that's a hard sale. And I define hard sales as selling a product or something to somebody that has absolutely no interest in it because they walk past your table, didn't even look there. But for whatever reason, I saw these people and I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. And I think it's because I saw them with a kid. They had a kid, and letting them know that, you know, you have these creators making books, and especially with Freestyle Comics, our books are, you know, one of our phrases is anyone can be epic. And I think that's a message that kids should get a hold of at a young age, and understand that no matter your shape, your color, your size, your sex, that you can be epic. You can be an epic hero, or you can be a dire villain. None of the outside appearance matters when it comes to those things. So that was one type of sale. And then the other type of sale that I get is sales coming from my panels or the entertainment stage. So people that actually sit in the panel with me for the 45 minutes, or while I'm on the stage for 45 minutes, they ask me questions. I tell them, I use every opportunity. Every time I get a platform to speak to a number of people, I'm always pitching Freestyle Comics in the books. If you're not doing that, I don't know why you have the panel. That not only is that opportunity to talk about comics, but it's the opportunity to talk about your comics. That is your platform that you are being given by whatever con you're at. So I introduced myself, obviously, and I'm with Freestyle Komics, Short Fuse Media. I make a bunch of good comic books. One of my flagship books is Hot Shot, about a young man in college trying to prove to his girlfriend he's not cheating on her while not getting kicked out of college because he's a superhero. And, you know, I'll leave it at that, and then I'll get into our subject or whatnot. I give out my free ticket to those people in I give out my free ticket to those people in the panels and on the entertainment stage. I actually stay for the whole thing. And I say, hey, come back with me to my booth. Check out what I got. Come get the free item. And then I give them the 2-minute spiel. And the people that actually come back to the panels, we get into these awesome conversations. And it's great. I love it because that's how I'm building relationships and increasing my audience. Because anybody that's willing to actually go back to your table with you after sitting here listening to you talk for 45 minutes and come back and powwow with you for another 15 minutes and, you know, buy your product, generally speaking, that person's going to talk about you with somebody else in a positive light. They're going to share your information. They're going to talk about how cool your book was. They're going to talk about how cool you are. They are going to become a salesman for you. And, you know, I love those people. That is awesome. That's great. That's what we're going to these shows for. Besides the fact that I love being at comic book conventions, I love talking to people, I love being surrounded in geekdom. You can't get a better job than that, right? You can't. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I can't get a better job than that because that's what I want to do. That's my perfect job, making comic books, going to the comic book convention, selling the books, making the books, you know, planning for the cons. This is all stuff that I want to do. This is what I eat, sleep, live, and breathe, right? So that's the perfect job for me. Everybody's got to have their passion, and whatever the passion is, you know, you got to find it, and then you got to go for it. So yeah. So then the other type of sale is that the ticket sale. I do the ticket sale, and I do the 2-minute spiel, and then somebody say, well, actually, I'm interested in this book. Can you tell me more about it? And I give them a little bit more information about the book and, you know, where we're at the book and stuff like that. And then, you know, they buy it. So I think in the long-winded way, Amani, if you're still watching, to answer your question, I think it's my enthusiasm and passion that brings people back for the second sale, that brings them back to, you know, follow our Facebook page and go to our online store and come back to other events where we're at. And the new sale type that I get is the Kickstarter sale. Yes. That Kickstarter sale is gruesome. I love it. Number one, I'm so happily surprised when I meet somebody that supported us through a Kickstarter. And then number two, that they support us through the Kickstarter and now they're here at an event that we're at and they want to support us some more. That's awesome. That is just awesome. I love it. You know, I absolutely love it. I have no qualms against that. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question of mine. What's up, Anthony? Yay, villains, boo heroes. Yeah, Ray McKenzie loves the villain. All right, so that was Boise, and hey, and thank you very much. These are like really good questions that you guys are asking. Really, really, really appreciate it. Like, good stuff that you guys are asking. So that was Boise in a wrap. It was great having Monolly there. She helped move a lot of books. She helped me with the hype line, things like that. You know, her taking pictures with people as they buy books and things like that. That's always a great thing. If you can get a cosplayer to dress up as your character, please do. It's a great asset. It's a great add-on to what we do in making these comic books. And then if you can find, especially if you can find somebody that is driven by the cause that you make, because Monolith goes to the show. When she goes to the show, she works just as hard as I do, moving these books and talking about the books and stuff like that. So it's always good. All right. So next up, this Saturday, I will be at Pack Rat for Not at Comic Con on Saturday. I believe that is 10 to 5. And that's awesome. So at Pack Rat, if you guys are coming to Pack Rat for that on Saturday, if you use the code FSK Pack Rat at my table, you can get your commission for $25 instead of the $40. Yes, I'm going to give you that discount. I had to think about it for a second. Yeah, we're going to do that. FSK Pack Rat will get you the discount on. Is a mailing list part of your sale? Yeah, Monty. Yes, the heck it is. Just because you asked for it, it is. And that's another thing that my mama said. Closed mouths don't get fed, so you better ask and speak up if you want to eat. Monty wants to eat. Anybody else want to eat? Shoot, he about to eat. I'm about to eat. I just ate. Man, my wife cooked the heck out this steak tonight. Let me tell you that. Luke, Boise is such a relatively small town by comparison. It's great to hear that you feel the trip was worth it. Oh yeah, the trip was definitely worth it. As far as, you know, moving comic books and expanding the audience, but specifically for the panels. These were some of the best panels that I did and got to be a part of. Again, and each one of the panels that I did, each one of the entertainment stages that I worked, they're all on my personal Facebook page if you guys want to check those out. I really, really enjoyed being part of them. And they were good, full of great content, great speakers on there with me. And I was happy to be a part of them. So Pack Rat, FSK Pack Rat is the code. Makes my commissions go from 40 to 25. 40 to 25. Holla at your boy. I'm trying to be commissioned out. As usual, we'll have prints, we'll have comic books. They're with us. I might even, I'm feeling progress. I might even add that code to something else. Pay attention to my page. We're gonna make it happen. Looks like that froze up again. So yeah, I'm trying to get it started again on the short fuse. My laptop's really slow. It's really slow. I don't want to insult her like that, but she is. We're going to have to do something about that. So, Pack Rat is a thing. That's going to be fun. Crazy cool venue and stuff like that. Ty Dave and the Basement Farty Podcast is going to be up there. So, you know, it's going to be always good to see those guys. So come check us out on Saturday. Like, for real. I believe Marcy's going to be there as Ironsmith. And that's always awesome to have Marcy there with us. Then the next event will be on this Sunday, which is the 2018 Ohio Toy and Comic Book Convention down in Dayton. Oh, no, actually, sorry, Fairborn, Ohio. So it's a great toy show. I'll be set up there again, doing prints, doing comic books, doing commissions. And the code for there will be FSK Ohio Toy and Comic. And I will do the same deal on the commission. So anybody comes to my table and says they want a commission, or if you want to pre-order your commission online with me, just message me, inbox me that code, and I'll start your commission. You have it ready at that show. Boom. That's how we do that. That's how we do. So yeah. So that will be. Just did Boise, and now I'm doing Pack Rat and Ohio Toy and Comic Con 2018 in 2 weeks, 3 comic conventions. Yeah, the boy is trying to get out here and work. Trying to. So, and then if you've been watching the Freestyle comic page, we have Zack Snyder, who is a new signed artist to Freestyle Comics. He's going to be working on the Cypher and a secret project that we have going on at Freestyle Comics, which is awesome, right? Because I've been talking about the secret project for a while. Like, okay, we have a secret project. I'm going to announce it to you guys. It's happening. I don't know. Just give me a little bit more. Give me a little bit more time. We're still working out some things on that. Why is my? And right now my mouse is acting up. Like my whole computer is doing everything but what I wanted to do. All right, so basically, here we are. The announcement that I've been waiting for. I have signed a brand new creator to Freestyle Comics. So this is kind of like a really big deal, right? Because we have 6 books at FSK. We have Hotshot, we have Vigilance, Heroes International, EmerQuest, The Cypher, and the Zero Event. The Zero Event, which is the return of Victor Dandridge to FSK. That's going to be penciled by Mike Lancet. The Zero Event that everyone has been asking about since Hotshot has come out, that the whole verse has been built on. Yes, that's happening. We're giving you that, right? You already knew about that, though. But I say that because that's 6 books that are all created by me, that are all under Mike Watson. So the fact that we are bringing and we have signed a new creator with a character that they've created, and we're bringing them to the FSK where it speaks volumes. That, number one, this character is awesome. We're super excited about the character and bringing this person to the team, and that we're putting them in the FSK verse. Like, bam, coming together. Which is Elisa Sanchez, is a proud member of the Freestyle Comics family. And we are bringing her book to life, Taijutsu Gates, which is featuring her character, Elisa, as well. And we will make an official post about it this week, so you guys can see the character, see the artwork for it. And that is the other project that Zack Snyder is working on for FSK. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, your boy's, oh, is he moving? He's flexing. It probably looks like digital hot mess over here if it's pixelated still. It probably looks decent here and okay over there. But I'm excited. So my little pop and lock, my little shoulder vibe, like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy to have Elisa here. This is like really, really cool. The character's dope. And I met her through the Vigilance Kickstarter, because she supported us on that and wanted to get her character on a pinup cover on that and have her character featured in the books, and really just dug her character, and we had a conversation about it and ended up bringing things together. So that's all I got. That's the announcement. Those are the events coming up. We also have FSK Day coming up August 11th. Please, please, please stay tuned for that, because we're about to hit you with all the goodness for FSK Day. That has online orders that you guys can do. It's a 1-day big fundraiser event. We're trying to raise money to pay for one of our books and also get us out to other comic conventions that we've never been to. Our goal is going to be $2,500. We're going to have Ren McKenzie in the building as one of the artists, Yuko Smith, Daryl Banks, Victor Dandridge, Ethan is also coming out, who is the writer of Heroes International. He's going to be bringing some of his books. Veronica Smith is coming down. The whole FSK administrative team is going to be there. Our cosplayers are going to be there. We're going to be at Comic Town. We're going to have musical performance by Dick Dolce, Drake Fire. There's just so much stuff. There's so much stuff happening with this day. Like, there's going to be an official sketchbook that you can get for this. We'll have all that stuff posted. And yes, you'll be able to make online orders to help us reach our goal. You'll be able to get things there. We'll have exclusives at this 1-day event that you can only get there. So we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot. What's up, Richard? I see you just popped in. What's up, Brandon? That's pretty cool, Mike. What's pretty cool? I said a lot of things, Keeman. I said a lot of things, so, and I think all those things are cool. So I don't know if you're saying all those things are cool, or did you find something specifically cool in that coolness bomb that I just blew up? Pow! You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, that's not working. Hey, there is no deadly face hugger flying down in my basement because it's dead. Yeah. If you pay attention to my other video, I had to kill that sunsucker right there. That's not gonna be flying around in my house, freaking me out on my live videos. You're crazy. So that's where we're at right now. That's where. Awesome answer, Keeman. Thank you. We're trying to make some things happen, man. So talked about Boise. Talked about the 2 shows coming up this weekend. And, we got a new creative with a new comic coming out. So that brings us up to 7 comics that we will be doing at FSK. We got some stuff in the works. Trust and believe. I got, new Emerald Quest coming, New Heroes International coming. We still got like 5 months in this year. We got more books and more content coming out this year. That Zero event is going to smack you in your face. Man, y'all are going to be so mad because you're like, well, they answered these questions, but now I got all these questions. Damn that Freestyle Komics. But y'all going to come back for more because that's the job. And that's what comic fans do. Hey. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I got. We've been on here for a while. So every Wednesday, I do Dare Creative. The normal time is 8:45, but I do some teaching of art classes at Picktown Artworks, and I get off of there at 8:30. So it may take me a little bit longer to get back and get the session running, but it will happen on Wednesday night. What's up, chat? It will happen on Wednesday night, rest assured. So stick with us. Go ahead and follow our Freestyle Komics page, follow the Short Fuse Media page, follow my Dare Creative event page for all the updates. Stay with us. We got a lot of stuff happening this summer. If you want more information on FSK Day, it's definitely going to be posted on my page. It's going to be posted on my administrative pages, my administrative team's pages, the Freestyle Komics page as well. We'll be making more posts and announcements for our Packer and Ohio Toy and Comic Con events this weekend, so you know what's going on. And I think I got, I'm trying to get out to Wizard World West Salem, and then we definitely will be at Wizard World Chicago August 23rd, and that's going to be a big show. Chicago's always a big show, but I'm going to let you guys go because that's all I got, and I got a ton of work to do. Yeah. Oh, the room is starting to get together. That is this one right here. This section is for my brother Alex. This is going to be the whole Alex section over there. That up there, that's my degree. That's awesome. Being protected by Bruce Lee. Yup. Over here on the Short Fuse Media screen, you can see my Lord of the Rings playset. That's why I wanted to do these 3 things. I wanted to have 3 cameras show you the office as it's coming together. And if anybody's been over to my house, they know who this guy is. And they know what playset this guy is a part of. Like a 20-piece Spider-Man web-slinging set that goes through my office to set off a super action piece of Spider-Man saving Mary Jane from Doc Ock. Yeah, that's happening. So just, in my old age, it's taking me a little longer to set up the office. Back in my heyday when I was in college, man, I'd set up my whole apartment in one day. I would not sleep until all my toys are up. But then, there's kids, there's work, and, you got to eat. And I'm like, ugh, I'll work on that tomorrow. Keeman, I got an event I'm going to go to where we celebrate Black comic book creators. Keeman, message me. Let me know where it's at, what it is, when it happens. Ren, I am not killing human. Althea, what's up? How you doing? Wow. you have Spider-Man. Yeah, I have like 20 Spider-Man action figures. I think like 25 of them. Yeah, I'm not killing Human, Ren. We have some very important things for Human to do that's going to happen in the book, so you stay tuned. All right, I'm logging off, everybody. Man, this was an awesome episode. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of it. Next week, we'll do it again. Thank you. Hey, give me questions. You poop a lot. I don't poop a lot. Why are you telling the internet that I poop? You're the worst.